Now that I have finished collecting data in my PDA, I can take my PDA back and put it in the cradle to transfer the data to the PC. So let me simulate that process, but remember, before we put the PDA in the cradle, exit PyML mobile so that we can transfer the data back to the PC. Now let me go ahead and simulate that process by putting the PDA in the cradle. We can see active sync connecting to the PDA, Autosync confirmation. We click OK. The tool information should be transferred back to the PC, and the tools in the PDA should be refreshed with any new changes in the PC. We click close, and now I'm going to open manual logger. I'm going to log in as Bob, who was the operator collecting the data, and I'm going to manage tool runs. In here I will be able to see the tours that were performed in my PDA. I can see that Bob completed several tours starting yesterday, 3, 4, 5 and 6 a.m. They were completed, but they are not ready for approval yet. What that means is that Bob has to open these tours and click on the submit button. Here at the bottom of the screen, I will have to go into every tour and submit the data so that the admin group can review and actually send the data to the Pi server. So let me go ahead and submit this data. I click yes, and I can see that the data was submitted, and I will do the same for each one of the other tours. Open the next one. There was a limit that was violated. I submit the data, and I can do the same for all of the others. Once I have done that, now let me switch users and log in as an administrator, someone that can review this data, and that will be the user PyML. And I will open one of these tours that were submitted. I can review the data. 50 looks okay. Now in here I have an option to accept the data and send it to the Pi server. So I will click on approve, and I can see that the data has been archived and made available to everybody in the Pi server.